Why is Master Jesus forgiveness here for Divine Feminine's current river water energy? Celebrate. Take a moment to enjoy your accomplishments. Focus on successes for today. Fixing things can wait a bit. Appreciate creative comrades and show them your gratitude. So this Divine Feminine is currently going through important changes. And they are in a forgiveness energy. They are ready to celebrate. They are taking a moment to enjoy their accomplishments. Forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Yeah, they're celebrating this path that they're on. They're celebrating that they decided to take this path of light, love, and forgiveness. And this is leading them. They're currently experiencing important changes, important shifts, movements. Shift, flexible, move. Yeah, it's interesting because if we're looking at the Divine Feminine energy as the river water, right? Earlier I was saying something about the Divine Masculine creating new paths for the water to flow. And this Divine Feminine needing to have trust, moving beyond limitation, right? Needing to have trust, being brave, and moving in that new direction in some way. Moving down that newly created path or newly discovered path. Why is faith, humanity, and benevolence here for Divine Masculine's current energy as the river bank, riverbed? Faith for the Divine Masculine's current energy. Faith. Expansion. More of your higher self is calling for expression. Your capacity is growing. The horizon beckons. I'm telling you, there's something about this Divine Masculine creating this riverbed. And by riverbank, riverbed, I'm talking about the Divine Masculine energy, the connection. There's something about it. They have faith in the potential, right? It's like, okay, here's what I'm getting. I'm kind of getting this energy of the Divine Masculine. Okay, let's imagine a river, right? And there's another path this river could veer off into, or an additional option to go that the river water could go through, right? And it's like, perhaps it's been under construction. This Divine Masculine has been putting in the work and effort to create this new path. And I think that like right now, it's like marked off, or there's nothing, there's like a blockage so that the river can't go there yet. And I kind of see this Divine Masculine energy like assessing what they've done, or like looking at the potential of the riverbed situation. And I don't know if they're doubting its strength, doubting its power. And it's like the moment they decide to step into their power, that blockage is removed, and then the river can flow through. The river has to trust that it's okay to flow through that. They have to be brave. The river water has to be brave. And trust that it's a safe passage, you know? A safe place to flow. Wow. This Divine Masculine has to trust that if they do decide to remove the blockage to that new path, that they can trust the river water, the Divine Feminine, to flow responsibly. Or to not cause any damage with wild waves, you know what I mean? Interesting. Why is soul expansion here for how the river is being affected by these counterparts' energy? Soul expansion for how the river is being affected by these counterparts' energies. Soul expansion. Embodiment. Appreciate the opportunities inherent in being on the planet. Stand in your own affinity for yourself, then act. Allow your potency to vibrate. The situation may shift in reply. Interesting. With promise and support, there's something about this. The river, the connection. It's like by partaking in this connection, by putting in sincere effort into it, these counterparts are promised support. And again, it's like with with the reservoir situation I was talking about, right? It's like by creating this river, these counterparts are promised support. By putting in the effort and allowing this river to expand, to deepen. It's like by showing and by being devoted to this river, right? This connection. There's a certain card in this deck. It's not out here. It says something about your devotion has been recognized or something like that. It's like the divine is promising support to those who partake in these connections, to those who actively elevate, who truly want the best for all involved here. Huh. Interesting. It's like the river, the divine, the connection, it appreciates this opportunity, and it's going to show these counterparts by helping support them in some way, by providing in ways that help them and assist them in overcoming challenges and obstacles. There's something about that. Why is navigating by the stars here for what the Divine Feminine is currently doing in the river water energy that is affecting the river? Navigating by the stars for Divine Feminine, release. Let it go. It will go where it most needs to be. Resist the urge to control things. Breathe deep into your body and let your muscles relax. Everything is as it should be. I was saying earlier about you are searching for deeper substance. Follow your bliss. As the river water, let it go. It will go where it most needs to be. Resist the urge to control things. Yeah, it's like this Divine Feminine is blissfully acting as the river water. Trusting that it will go where it most needs to go. Trusting that they, as the river, water, can just go with the flow. Searching for deeper substance. Maybe this Divine Feminine has felt like they've been in this shared river, right? That there hasn't been much depth or any, like there's been restrictions in some way. They haven't gotten to fully explore this river yet. And I think that if that's the case, it's also the case that the Divine Masculine has been putting in the effort to create a more expansive riverbed. Risk. Explore your leading edge. Abandon safety. Jump into the vortex of creative freedom. Trust that you will land wherever you're meant to be. There's a lot here about trust. Trust and release. Why is ascending the mountain here for what the Divine Masculine is currently doing? Communicate. Clarify others' intentions. Demonstrate your values. Remember that your words create your reality. I think they are demonstrating their values when it comes to having the determination, the desire, the willpower to continue ascending this mountain. To keep going forward, to not giving up. Medicine. Attend to your health and help others heal. Restore, rest, mend. Remember that your words create your reality. Energy. Tend to your energy field. Explore unspoken communication. Give your precious chi with care. Interesting. Explore unspoken. Maybe there's unspoken communication here in some way. That might be assisting in this Divine Masculine ascending this mountain. I'm not sure. Why is communicate with ascending the mountain for what the Divine Masculine? Liminal. Breathe through the confusion. Discover fledgling inspiration. Uncertain places are where the most exciting visions are born. The zone of infinite possibility calls you into a time of magic. It's like embracing the unknown in some way. Yeah, so it's like this Divine Masculine ascending the mountain. I'm not sure if what is at the top of this mountain is unknown to this Divine Masculine in some way. They have faith. They have faith that they have faith regarding some kind of healing. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting kind of the energy of this particular Divine Masculine collective. They might have felt like the riverbeds they create aren't good enough in some way, or they didn't trust their ability to do this, or something about that. Or maybe they didn't have faith that there was potential in some way. Interesting. Why is Vast Vistas? Expand your horizons here for how the river is being affected by what these two counterparts are doing. Expand your horizons for how the river is being affected. Vast Vistas. Whoa. Facilitate. Hold a sacred space for others. Release. Release your need to be the guru. Allow others room to share their gifts and shine. Resist the urge to micromanage. Interesting. Facilitate. Expand your horizons. Hold a sacred space for others. Release your need to be the guru. Attract your goals with intention and work. Power, sight, gather. Yeah. It's like this river, this connection is holding a sacred space for others. That reservoir energy. I just know I had an interesting observation just now. Because I was looking at desert, right? And I'm like, desert's very dry. There's not much, if any, water around there. And then river of sky. Go with the flow. It's like a river that exists. It's not in the physical realm with desert, right? It exists in the sky. The universe is with you. Awakening presence. It's like there might be something here about in like the physical realm. This connection doesn't exist, or there hasn't, like these counterparts aren't in union or anything like that in the physical realm, but they are in the spiritual realm. Go with the flow and trust your dreams. Interesting. Why is facilitate with Vast Vistas for how what these counterparts are doing is affecting the river? Facilitate with Vast Vistas. Permission. The yes you seek is inside of you. Be willing to see a pathway to your dream. Picture the gratitude of your future self for taking the leap. Permission. Facilitate and permission. Yeah, this river is responding to being given permission to expand. This connection is responding in a way because it's been given permission to expand. The sacred space is being held and expanded. Wow. Why is supreme protection here for what the Divine Feminine can do as river water energy to continue helping the river? Supreme protection. Spirit. Connect to your highest good. Remember that you are an eternal being in a physical body. Call on your otherworldly support. Everything you truly need is at your disposal. Connect to your highest good. Do what's right despite what others think. Move beyond limitation. Yeah. Trust. Connect to your highest good. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. Yeah, there's something here about being brave and trusting, and how this helps this Divine Feminine connect to their highest good. You are an eternal being in a physical body. Call on your otherworldly support. Everything you truly need is at your disposal. Yeah, if this Divine Feminine needs assistance, all they have to do is call for support. The divine, their higher power, their higher self. Do what's right. Step up, leader, bravery, trust. Why is stepping into power here for what the Divine Masculine can do to continue helping this river? Stepping into power, you are strong beyond measure. Clarity, refine your communication. Again with communicate. Be conscious about your true desires before jumping in. Witness, reflect, then move forward with purpose. Refine your communication. Clarity, stepping into power. Having clarity about this divine masculine, gaining clarity about their true strength, their true power. You are making steady, lasting progress. Be conscious about your true desires before jumping in. Witness, reflect, then move forward with purpose. So this divine masculine, stepping into power and enduring, you are making steady, lasting progress. Witness, reflect, then move forward with purpose. Why is clarity here with stepping into power for divine masculine? Gratitude. Notice your supports. Appreciate your own willingness to do the work. Give thanks for all that's coming your way. Absolutely. I'm getting big time. Appreciate your own willingness to do the work. You got to give yourself credit for that. This divine masculine has to give themselves credit for that. In a world, in my belief, where people choose the easy route most of the time, or to me it's more common for people to just take the easy route, not putting in the work. At least from what I've seen from people. Appreciate your own willingness to do the work. You are making steady, lasting progress. Why is awakening presence here for how these combined efforts will help the river? Awakening presence. The universe is with you. Expression. Your creative soul beckons you to create something tangible. Wait no longer. What you wish to make wishes you to make it. Tell us the truth with beauty. Awakening presence. Expression. It's like this river will be able to express itself. This connection will be able to express itself in some way. Or it will be a reflection. It will... Yeah, there's something here about this combination with the river and the sky and then the desert card. It's like taking something that only exists in the spiritual realm and it being created on earth. It's like... Who sings that song? It's Wax Taylor, Until Heaven Stops the Rain. I got a specific line. What is it though? Levels 7. Levels and 7. He says something about like, I can't think of the exact lyric, but he says something about teaching his daughter about like birth. Teaching his daughter about like birth on earth as it is in heaven or something like that. I don't know what that means. That's what I'm getting. It's like what exists in heaven being created on earth in some way. Yeah. Let's get some, what are we gonna do? Let's do this. I'm telling you, whatever length this video is that you're watching, it's probably 5 times that in actuality because I was so lost. And that's okay. I'm fine with that. It's just, this is a very deep message and I feel like I just wasn't able to, I mean, I think I did my best, but I feel like there's so much to this that I wasn't able to articulate, and that's okay. For now, perhaps one day, I can articulate it a little bit more successfully. All right. Here we go. Thank you again for being here. If you're still here, I do friggin' love you. All right. Let's see. Let's do some guidance for all signs, starting with Aries. What advice, guidance do we have for the Aries collective that resonates with this message? Aries collective. Great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. You're being encouraged to take a risk and venture forward, Aries collective. Great adventure. Why is great adventure here for Aries? Embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Whatever it is that you feel enthusiastic about, or whatever it is that you imagine can lead to you feeling enthusiastic, shout to the heavens with happiness. Take a risk, venture forward. You are being encouraged to take that risk. Venture forward. What do we have for Taurus? Taurus collective that may have resonated with this. Taurus collective. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. You're being encouraged to open your heart to joy, Taurus. To me, this is always representing a more youthful, lighthearted energy because it's like a child depicted there. Why is joy and delight here for Taurus? Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Yes, you're being guided to follow your intuition. Open your heart to joy. If you're being intuitively guided to something that makes you feel joyful or delighted in some way, see truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Yeah, it's important with open your heart to joy, right? The opposite is being closed off in some way. And this is reminding me of when I was talking about trust. If that part even ends up in the final edit, my editor self is going to have a nightmare with this. Anyways, earlier I was talking about trust and how it can be hard to trust, how hard to open yourself up, to be vulnerable in some way, or to open yourself up to love, to joy, delight. Because as with everything, there's a risk. There's a risk of getting hurt in some way. And it's important that we don't allow that to prevent us from opening up, opening our heart to joy in some way. Why is psychic insight with open your heart to joy for Taurus? Psychic insight, staying focused, hold the course. Yeah, whatever it is. I feel like with follow your intuition, you see truth for what it is. Open your heart to joy. It's like I'm kind of getting like it's safe in some way. Like if there's a part of you that feels the need to remain closed off or something like that, if that makes sense for you, but you're feeling guided towards something, follow your intuition. See truth for what it is. Staying focused, hold the course. And this is maybe what you're focusing on. You're being encouraged to hold the course. And I'm definitely getting, I don't know why I'm getting this. There's nothing on the cards that suggests it. But I'm getting more of a, it's safe. Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Yeah, it's safe. It's safe to open yourself up in some way. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Staying focused. Hold the course. Interesting. Alright, Taurus. Who's next? Gemini? What do we have for the Gemini collective? Whoa. Cthulhu, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Trust what you know, Gemini. You already know the answer you seek. Why is Cloak of Wisdom here for Gemini? Cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. You already know something about cleansing waters, about some kind of purification, some kind of vibrant life force activated. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Why is cleansing waters here with Cloak of Wisdom for Gemini? Cleansing waters, grounding, go deep, explore your roots. Yeah, maybe there's something here about mental clarity, or feeling confused in some way. If that resonates with you, you're being encouraged to ground. It's like when we spend a lot of time in mental energy, right? It can tend to feeling ungrounded in some way. So it's important, like for me personally, I find myself easily lost in my own thoughts, like completely ignoring everything around me, just stuck in my thoughts. And it's important for me to ground myself when I realize that I'm lost in my thoughts and I'm not paying attention in some way. I have to ground myself and just focus on the present moment, focus on what's around me. Things like that. Purification activates vibrant life force. Grounding and purification. Yeah, I think that if you're dealing with any uncertainty, lack of clarity in some way, and if you're dealing with any kind of lack of clarity in some way, you're being encouraged to purify, which will activate vibrant life force and ground yourself. Remain grounded. Gemini. Who's next? Cancer? What do we have for the Cancer collective that would resonate with this message? Cancer. The Cancer collective. Well, happy birthday to any Cancers out there. I had mine 2 days ago. Another year. Another dance around the sun, huh, Cancer? Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Who got this? Someone got this. Taurus. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Yes. It's important to allow yourself to find ways to open yourself up to receiving joy, to giving joy. Open your heart to joy for Cancer. Why is joy and delight here for Cancer? Joy and delight for Cancer. Why is joy and... Whoa. Wise leader and trusting heaven. Archangel Michael. Wise leader. So you might be in a position of leadership. That was reminding me of the Divine Feminine portion. Or it was over here somewhere. And it was saying something about stepping up. Oh, bravery. It was bravery. You are a beacon for others. Yeah. Continue being a beacon for others. You might be encouraged to take the lead in some way. And that's regarding opening your heart to joy. Helping others, in a way, guiding others when it comes to opening their hearts to joy. Opening up. Archangel Michael, trusting heaven, you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concern and allow a miracle to occur. Whatever concerns you have, surrender them. Allow a miracle to occur. When we allow ourselves to open our hearts up to joy, to love, delight, all the good stuff, right? It leaves us feeling vulnerable in a way. But in this situation, if this is resonating with you, you are safe. Angels stand close. You can trust heaven. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Why can't I say that? A miracle to occur. In the same way that you open your heart to joy, you're surrendering, you're allowing a miracle occur. Why is that so hard for me to say? I'll address that on my own time. Allow a miracle to occur. Interesting. Yeah. Alright, who's next? Leo. What do we have for the Leo collective that might resonate with this message? Leo. Leo. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. Do you know? Support is all around you. This might be guiding you or encouraging you to find support, to get support from those around you. Why is fellow travelers here for Leo? The High Priestess. Powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. Be at peace. Why is the High Priestess with fellow travelers for Leo? The High Priestess with fellow travelers. Transformation. Oh, there's too many here. Inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. A fresh new way of living emerges. Transformation. Why is the High Priestess with fellow travelers for Leo? Narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. Yeah, you're being encouraged to follow your intuition, to reflect and meditate in order to get valuable information and be at peace. tread thoughtfully on this narrow pathway. It's being mindful about the steps you take. It's going about things in a very mindful, thoughtful way. It's important to know that you have support all around you. Maybe you feel like you're walking on this narrow pathway, right? And it's like one wrong move and, I don't know, that's bad, right? Just continue following your intuition. Continue to trust yourself, trust your own knowledge, trust your own insights. Reflect and meditate. It will help provide you with valuable information. And be at peace. Be at peace. Alright. What do we have for Virgo? The Virgo collective that would resonate with this. Virgo collective. Virgo. Oh, that's too many. I'll read them. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. What do we have for Virgo? The Virgo collective? Virgo. Breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. This is like a new path, a new discovery. Having a breakthrough. Why is a breaking trail here for Virgo? Breaking trail. Breaking trail for Virgo. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Yeah, I'm kind of getting... In order to have this breakthrough, it's important to come from a space of gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. By finding... By focusing on what you're grateful for realizing how much you have to be grateful for, joy expands. A breakthrough is at hand. Why is grace and gratitude with breaking trail? Grace and gratitude with breaking trail for Virgo. Grace and gratitude. View from above. Get the big picture. Yeah, it's looking at something from a higher perspective. So, you know what I'm kind of getting? In this card, this person has been, like, they were restricted to this one path for a bit, you know? They didn't realize that there was something through this wall of wheat. And maybe this person was looking at this as a negative or feeling like displeased in some way because of that. If that resonates, you're being encouraged to look at things from a higher perspective, to see a big picture in some kind of way, or understanding that, you know, this farmer only has this ground level perspective of whatever's going on in the surroundings, the environment here, you know. They don't know what's been going on the other side of this wheat wall. And maybe they're like, damn, why did it take so long for me to get through this path? Or why is this happening now when it could have happened before? Or something like that. And it's like, from a higher perspective, one would be able to see everything that was happening around them. And perhaps they'd be able to see why breaking through, or by why this path was closed off or not visible in some way. Perhaps it was for this person's well-being or their highest good in some way, the highest good of all. There's a reason. And perhaps it would be beneficial for that farmer to look at things in from a more grateful perspective. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm getting. Who's next? Libra. What do we have for Libra? What do we have for the Libra collective that might resonate with this message? Too many. Libra collective. Breaking trail again. Yeah, Virgo just got this. A breakthrough is at hand. Libra. Why is a breaking trail here for Libra? Why is breaking trail here for Libra? Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Karma releasing. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Funny. Make room for good energy. So, I'm Not sure what this breaking trail would represent to you, but this farmer has been going up and down this one path, and maybe one day they realized, hey, I think there's something behind this wall of wheat, and they started digging through it, or started making a way with move beyond drama, create your own path. Or maybe, rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering into your life. You're being encouraged to move beyond drama and create your own path. Make room for good energy. It's like doing something differently and finding a new path because of that. Finding a path that leads to rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Yeah, maybe there's something here. Maybe you've been going about this path, right? And I don't know. It's like, because with this farmer, right? Perhaps they weren't the one that made this path. And they've been tending to this field for a while now, and they're kind of like bored with it, or they want more in some way, right? They want more in some way. And they take it upon themselves to create their own path. They grab their shovel and they just start digging. They start clearing this path to make their own path. Interesting. That leads to blessings. That leads to rainbow blessings. That was Libra. Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? Soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. It's looking for the connection between all things. I'm kind of seeing things as from a higher perspective in some way. Why is soul expansion here for Scorpio? Soul expansion. Why is soul expansion here? Choosing your path. All is possible. Not restricting ourselves in some way. Choosing your path. All is possible. Yeah. Not limiting yourself. Allowing yourself to see things as possible. So if there's a path that you wanted to create or a path you wanted to take, you're being encouraged to allow yourself to try, or to allow yourself to see the possibility in some way. Allow yourself to take that first step. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. Why is choosing your path here with soul expansion for Scorpio? Choosing your path? Infinite abundance and watching clouds. Abundance is pouring into your life. Lie back, rest, and relax. I don't know if you have a goal in some way that would allow you to have a more peaceful, relaxed existence in some way, or this whatever this possibility is that maybe you didn't see as possible. Perhaps it's something that creates abundance, but it's also kind of chill, is what I'm getting. It's like, I don't know if this is something that you want that matches these energies in some way, like an incredible amount of abundance and also peaceful, relaxed in some way. All is possible. It's possible to achieve that. Your consciousness is expanding, understanding the connection between all things. Interesting. A fucus. Let's go for a fucus. Whoa. Navigating by the stars. Inner strength. Follow your bliss. You're being encouraged to follow your bliss, a fucus. Inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Follow your bliss. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. I'm kind of getting like the courage, finding the courage, the inner strength, recognizing that you have the power to follow your bliss, to go after what it is that you dream about, what you're inspired to do, what leads you to feeling inspired, whatever it is that you're hopeful about. Move back to wholeness. Why is inner strength with follow your bliss? Inner strength with follow your bliss for a fucus. Inner strength, follow your bliss. Embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Yeah, what is it that makes you feel happy? Or what is it that If this is something that you haven't, that maybe you've been holding yourself back from, or embrace enthusiasm. Finding ways to give yourself the feeling of enthusiasm in some way, or allowing yourself the chance to do something that makes you feel enthusiastic. Alright, Fucus. What do we have for Sagittarius? Protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels, Sagittarius. Do you know you are safe and protected? Why is protected by angels here for Sagittarius? Why is protected by angels here for Sagittarius? Divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Yeah, I believe you're currently being protected. You're cherished by the angels. Honor your sensitivity. Yeah. Honor whatever feelings you feel. Honor the ways that you're sensitive. Retreat to recharge and heal. Sometimes when we're sensitive, when we're very sensitive to anything really, it's important to retreat and recharge and heal. Retreat in order to recharge and heal. So it's like your light can support others. We have to focus on recharging our own inner lights, you know. Why is divine healing with protected by angels for Sagittarius? Divine healing with protected by angels. Divine healing with protected by angels. Divine healing. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Dancing could help. Music or dancing. Music and or dancing. Could be something that is healing to you. Why is divine healing with protected by angels for Sagittarius? Awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Yeah, it's important for whomever might resonate with this. You are very protected. The universe is with you. God is with you. The angels are with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Awakening presence. Divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Allow yourself to feel however you feel. Take the time to retreat and recharge and heal. Your light can support others. This is part of healing, divine healing. This might have to do with like the heart space. Because I noticed with both of these cards, they have these symbols. I don't know what they are. Similar but different. They have these symbols. This one is kind of hard to see. I'll do it. I'm going to figure it out. Yeah, I don't think you can see it clearly, but it's right here. And this one also right there. This might have to do with the heart space. If you're feeling like vulnerable or something like that regarding your heart space, like love. And then with protected by angels, the handle of the sword is over the angel's heart. You are cherished by the angels, protected by angels. Kind of picking up on the energy that's like, what is that? It's like humans that are angels too. Like, I can't think of the word, but there's a word for people who, I don't know. You might resonate with that. That might mean something. Very sensitive souls. They're very, it's like being on the earth, but not of this earth. You know what I mean? Sensitive, very loving people. They get, yeah. It can be hard for them to open up and be vulnerable. Because they're kind of, I don't know, they're put in situations that end up with them feeling hurt. Things like that. Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Savor your life, Capricorn. You're being encouraged to do things that you find enjoyable, things that you feel passionate about, things that bring you feelings of pleasure. Savor your life. Why is passion and pleasure here for Capricorn? Passion and pleasure. Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven. I'm kind of getting like a no worries energy. Like there's nothing to worry about. Don't worry about anything. Just have a good time for now. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Or putting yourself in this high vibrational passion and pleasure energy will allow you to receive downloads and an understanding, allowing truth to be revealed, deep insights to come from heaven and the astral realm. This might be a matter of maintaining or achieving a higher vibration to allow for these things to occur. Why is downloads and understanding here? Journey by moonlight, believe in magic. Yeah, it's important to believe in magic. To enjoy life, believe in magic, huh? Downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Yeah, there's a lot going on here with music. Who was I saying that for? Was it a fucus? I don't remember. Something about music might be healing or beneficial in some way when it comes to maybe raising your vibration or to put you in this passion and pleasure energy. For some reason, it's important to get into this energy. And I think it has to do with downloads and understanding, truth being revealed in some way. All right, who we got? Aquarius? What message do we have for Aquarius who... awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Give and receive in balance. Why is heart awakening here for Aquarius? Navigating by the stars, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Follow your bliss. Why is heart awakening here for Aquarius? Heart awakening for Aquarius. Heart awakening for Aquarius. Why is heart awakening here for Aquarius? Cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Miraculous. So, I don't know, is there something going on in your heart space here? Like there's something going on. Some kind of awakening. Miraculous changes are occurring. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. It's important to recognize the power of your thoughts, the words you use, the ways you think about yourself and others. There's something about that. And this has to do with awakening to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Miraculous changes are occurring. Give and receive in balance. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Interesting. Why is Cosmic Gateway with Heart Awakening for Aquarius? Cosmic Gateway with Heart Awakening? Cosmic Gateway, Heart Awakening. Grounding, go deep, explore your roots. This is going to be one of those mysterious ones, isn't it? Go deep, explore your roots. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Grounding. Yeah, it's important to stay grounded in some way. Stay grounded in your thoughts. Because when we're grounded, right, we're being mindful about where we're at in the present moment. So there might be something about needing to ground your thoughts because they're magnetic and powerful, right? What does it mean to ground one's thoughts? It's about being mindful and thoughtful. Mindful and thoughtful when it comes to something involving the heart, acceptance, and divine love. When it comes to giving and receiving in balance. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. That's got to make more sense to you, Aquarius. It's one of those that I feel like I could have a hard time understanding, but if it resonates with you, you'll understand it. Who's next? Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? The Piscean collective that might resonate with this message. Oh, that's way too many. What do we have for Pisces? Too many. May I have one card for Pisces, please? Gotta specify. We have great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. Who got this? Aries. Aries got this, Pisces. Great adventure. You're being encouraged to take a risk and venture forward. Why is take a risk, venture forward here for Pisces? Take a risk. Take a risk and venture forward for Pisces. Take a risk and venture forward. Choosing your path. Heart awakening. Choosing your path. All is possible. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Aquarius just got that one. Take a risk, venture forward for Pisces. Y'all, I swear. Take a risk and venture forward. Soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. Is this some great cosmic adventure? Your consciousness is expanding. Maybe this is like new horizons in some way. It's like an expansion of what is already in someone's awareness or in someone's environment, expanding on one's environment. Take a risk, venture forward. Why is soul expansion with great adventure for Pisces? What was that? Yeah. Desert passage. Trust there's a divine plan. Yeah, if it's kind of like one of those situations where someone's being pulled towards something. If you're being pulled towards something that could be considered risky, but it feels true to you, you truly desire it, and you think that it would be beneficial. It's connected somehow to a divine plan. It's like with desert passage, right? This person has just gone through into this desert. They've just passed through to this desert, and there's not much to be seen here. There's a bunch of sand, and that's about it. But it's about trusting that this is part of the plan. Trusting that there's more to come. There's more than meets the eye. Soul expansion. You understand the connection between all things. Yeah, there's some kind of connection here between taking a risk and venturing forward in some way, and this being part of a divine plan. Even if things don't appear to be full of life, even if things seem kind of dull, or if there's not much around, there's a lot of ways to see this card. This could be about like water, emotions, if someone's feeling kind of numb in some way. Alright. I guess that's all I got. If you made it this far, thank you. I do appreciate you, and I hope it was beneficial. Until next time, bye.